Alright, into Star Pack, but first we're going to talk about some of the other pets in the game that don't appear in any of the static packs. And they are exclusive to weeklies and customs. And if you only play weeklies, you may not realize this. You may not know exactly which pack each pet comes from. But there are some, like the alpaca and the hyena, that if they're not in the current weekly, the only way to play them is to go into custom packs. Now, there used to be more. There are some that have since been reused. So when Puppy Pack was revamped, some of the custom exclusive pets were moved into there and given new abilities. And also Armadillo used to be customs only, but then it was moved into Turtle Pack and given a different ability. So what do those pets have to do with Star Pack? Well, 3 of them can be obtained within Star Pack. And they are the tapir, the walrus, and the bear. And the reason for that is that they are feint pets. And so they can be produced by feinting an orca with mantis. And so I've got this little project that I've had in mind for a while, which hopefully some of you will help with. I don't know whether or not it will be achievable, but I felt like it was worth trying now before Unicorn Pack comes out. And if it doesn't pan out, maybe we can try again after the release. But essentially what I want to do is try and get as many people as possible to find orcas and feint them with mantis in order to get one of those pets. So what would be the point of doing that other than the novelty value? I've probably had all 3 of them before at various points in a Star Pack run. But you know, something like bear, it's not hugely useful. I probably didn't keep it till the end of the run. Walrus is probably the best one, especially in a pack like this where you can be killing stuff through pepper straight away with peanut. But the idea is to find those pets and then keep them in your team as long as possible. And then once you've done that, and let us know in the comments that you've managed to do it, head over to Puppy Pack, turn on Play Against All Packs, and you can see in this video, I'm playing against all packs with Star Pack as well, so we get matched with the Golden Pack team here. And then you try and match with other people who have a walrus, a bear, or a tapir on their team in Star Pack. And then using the anglerfish, that will let you steal the walrus, bear, or tapir and have it in Puppy Pack, which is otherwise impossible. So I set about trying to do this. I spent many hours playing Star Pack and not finding any of those pets even when I feinted many orcas. In fact, the day before recording this video, I think I was on a streak of every time I feinted orca, I got a pet from Star Pack. So I kept getting stork and dove and anteater, and it all felt very frustrating, and it seemed like this was going to be not doable in time for the release of Unicorn Pack, which is less than 2 weeks away at this point. However, I got this run today. Actually, I'm recording this on the 20th, so Saturday, and the video will probably go up on Sunday night. My team should still be in the pool, so that shouldn't necessarily matter. But you can see here I've got the mantis level 2. I've got a level 2 pug as well, which is very good for keeping yourself alive. And of course, one of the things that, if finding a walrus or a bear or a tapir is one thing, but you also need to try and stay alive as long as possible to give other teams more of a chance of matching with you. And so keeping the pug here is definitely one way of doing that. And we're going to get the level 2 Spinosaurus very quickly as well, which works perfectly with the mantis. Now, in order to try and match with my team specifically, you need to try and have the same hearts and trophies. So you can see here I'm on 4 trophies when I find the orca. Although actually I think this first orca, I'm not going to get any of those 3 pets. So I guess we'll find out next turn, but I think it's going to be another 2 turns before I find what I'm looking for. But we're also building up to a level 3 Spinosaurus. And so if we manage to find something good from the Orca, then we've got a much better chance of staying alive long enough that someone else will be able to angle from my team and steal the unit that we're interested in. Now, the other way you could do this, you don't actually need anyone else to have found a tapir, bear, or a walrus. You could just go into Puppy Pack. Maybe you don't actually have Star Pack, but you can go into Puppy Pack, play against all packs, and then try and angle Orca from the other team. And then at that point, you can just pill the Orca once you've copied it. Not going to be very likely to find the walrus or tapir or bear that way, I don't think. I think it's probably easier just to angle them directly, because you can then take advantage of chicken scaling in Puppy Pack, and then bring in the pet with a higher base stat level. Of course, T-Rex does exist in Puppy Pack, so actually getting Walrus or Tapir, even if it's a base stats, it's not that bad, because you can then build it up quite quickly. In fact, I guess Walrus just has the most intrinsic value anyway, because you're going to be able to gain peanut during the battle, even if you've been weakened, for instance. So I get the Walrus, and now I'm going to start leveling it up. Although, trying to get it to level 3 would just be a bonus here. I'm simply trying to win out from this point so that the Walrus is alive in my team for the maximum number of turns. That will give the Puppy Pack players, it's difficult to say that, Puppy Pack players the best chance of actually finding it when they try to angle it. And then the idea is once 1 or 2 people have been able to angle the Walrus, you won't even have to match with Star Pack anymore to find it, because you could match with one of those teams within Puppy Pack itself and get a Walrus that way. So hopefully the idea is that over the next day or so, there will be more and more walruses, bears, and tapirs appearing in Puppy Pack. Now, I could be hopelessly optimistic with this. It may be that it's just not possible and it's so unlikely to match with these specific teams. But fingers crossed, we managed to get at least one person able to successfully angle one of those 3 pets in Puppy Pack. Now, what if you don't have any of the paid packs? Well, I think the best thing you could do is go into Turtle Pack, and from turn 9 onwards, try and have a token pet in your team. So even if someone else is playing Puppy Pack and they match with you instead of a Star Pack team, then they could potentially angle something like Ram or Chick or Zombie Fly, which otherwise aren't available in Pack 2 anymore. Rooster and Sheep did used to be in Puppy Pack, but that's not the case anymore. So here I'm on 8 wins, and I'm deciding to just go for the level 3 Walrus anyway, in case I end up getting more crows. I've already high-rolled crow in this game, which is why my record has improved. I don't think I've lost a game since I got the Walrus. But this poor Golden Pack team is very weak in comparison. And yeah, it's easy win. The buffs from level 3 Spino are crazy. But actually what I'm going to do here is put an Orca into the team as well. So for another turn, there will be an Orca and a Walrus. So in fact, if you don't like playing Mantis at all, you could just play Star Pack and go for a summon team that had, say, 4 Orcas and Spinosaurus, or 4 Orcas and Vulture. And then that will also give the Puppy Pack players something else to possibly angle and get the exclusive pets that way. So good luck to everyone that attempts this. Fingers crossed we managed to find 1 or more angled Walrus teams. I'm optimistic at this point in time, but maybe tomorrow I'm going to feel differently about it.